From the imminent release of Mario Kart World to Garfield Kart 2, the kart racing genre seems to be alive and well. And with competition, each of these games needs a unique gimmick to stand out amongst the crowd. But while Mario Kart World pushes the kart racing formula to a new frontier, and Garfield Kart 2 as Garfield, Sonic Racing Crossworlds may be taking an interesting approach that, if done right, could potentially make it the biggest Sonic game of all time. Now this may sound strange considering the track record Sonic races have had, being viewed as nothing more than a downgrade on whatever Mario Kart is out at the time. However, there's plenty of evidence to suggest that Crossworlds is aiming to be much bigger than any of these. In addition to bringing back the transformation gimmick from All Stars Racing Transformed, Crossworlds tries injecting life into these courses through its Crossworld gimmick, which teleports you to different worlds at the start of every second lap. And much like the transformations, this injects life into the standard kart racing formula, as the Crossworlds will offer random every race. And at first, we all thought this would serve as a means of bringing more obscure Sonic locations and Sega IPs back from the depths of null space. However, rumours began to surface on the internet about third-party characters making their way into the game, with the most notable ones being SpongeBob SquarePants and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And after seeing the leaked footage yesterday, I began to realise how much room there is to potentially expand upon the game. You see, Crossworlds isn't just limited to Sega IPs like I thought. It's very much possible that we see a variety of different franchises from various pieces of media represented in the game. And this single concept creates an insane amount of possibilities for tracks, Crossworlds, and characters. It seems like nothing is truly off limits either, as the same guy who leaked the SpongeBob footage also appeared to show off his Sonic Rumble collaboration with several famous anime, with one of them being Dragon Ball. And while this has nothing to do with Crossworlds, the mere fact that Sega are willing to include third-party characters in what's essentially a filler mobile game gives me hope that these partnerships will eventually lead to more Crossworlds DLC in the future. With the game reportedly receiving a Splatfest-esque tournament, which seems to focus around the theme of individual franchises, I don't think it's unreasonable to start expecting random-ass characters and series in the game anymore. With that in mind, I've come up with a couple universes that Sega could include in the game over the years. With the show getting a revival, this could be an ideal opportunity for Sega to cash in on the renaissance. They could include the tri-state areas of course, with a tour through all the major locations of the show, or pull from the first movie with a Doof-dominated tri-state areas of Crossworld. In terms of characters, all you really need is Phineas, Ferb, Perry, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I feel like this partnership is practically a given. After all, Crash was known as Sonic's arse game during development. There's so many courses to pull from too, especially if CTR Nitro fooled around. Since I've not played that game a lot, I wouldn't be able to give a definitive pick, but I'm sure we'll think of something good. Characters kinda check out too, just bring me Crash, Cortex, and Coco and we're all good. Okay, admittedly this one is wishful thinking, but it would be hilarious seeing Shrek, Puss, and Donkey race around far away with extreme gear. With the release of Shrek 5 next year, it'd be an ideal marketing opportunity for the game as well. I see no reason why this can't become a reality. Given the similar nature of Spider-Man and Sonic, as well as the overlap between the various fanbases, I'd honestly be shocked if this didn't happen in some form. There's a ton of courses you could adapt, either from movies or the recent PS5 games, and you could get different variations of Spider-Man as characters. Forget everything above, imagine seeing fucking Goku playable on Crossworlds. The similarities between Dragon Ball and Sonic are so striking that I find it quite disappointing if this didn't happen, especially since Sega were reportedly including the dude in Sonic Rumble. When it comes to courses, I think the ideal pick to represent the Dragon Ball universe would be Snake Way, ideally as a Crossworld though. There are options for full courses if they opt to go down that route, like the Tournament of Power Arena or Planet Namek, but those would be bonus additions for me. Characters are pretty self-explanatory. Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, and Gohan all have to be in the game. You could even throw in Goku's car from that one filler episode as a new vehicle, and the Flying Nimbus as a skin for extreme gear. These are just 5 of many franchises Sega could show love to, essentially making Crossworlds Super Smash Kart but with no restrictions on who can join the cast. With so many characters potentially in the game, it will no doubt appeal to a wide audience who may not even give a shit about Sonic, and with the game being as accessible as possible to all demographics, the possibilities are never ending. I see it.